I won the certificate for A+1 welder.
Cool.
And that was my trade. And I was one of the first black men in Minnesota to get that, to accept that trade, get that trade, and go on and make me a life for myself and my family. I had to kind of get out of school to help mom and dad them make, well, really it was just me and mom because my dad wasn't with us. But it was hard in 1960. It was hard coming up. See, and to do and to accomplish what you want, man, we was only limited. Because first of all, in the schools, they wasn't teaching us about black history. They wasn't teaching us about a trade. They just put us at the back of the room and let us learn our ABCs or what they want us to learn. Black history was never discussed in none of my classes from kindergarten all the way up to senior high school.
Wow.
I had to go to the library and get books on black history and stuff, and very few. Only way you would learn about black history is you had to go to one of your neighbors that's from the South or that's been living here and stuff, and they will teach you about your history. The white schools weren't teaching that. They wanted us to learn about Lone Ranger and Hopalong Cassidy and the Three Stooges.
Was pop culture a big thing?
Was what?
Pop culture a big thing?
Yeah, it was. They didn't like too much of our music and stuff, and we had to listen to their Elvis Presley and all that stuff, but they see, Minnesota is not like Alabama, Mississippi, Atlanta, Georgia, Louisiana, because its all population was black. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, North and South Dakota, they were all racist states. See, and we had to deal with that. You go down the street, people call you nigger, people call you MFs and all this shit. We're gonna hang you tonight. There was a time we couldn't go up on Grand Avenue or go on University, and it was crazy. It was hard, but if you were strong enough, you would, you would make it. I'm one of the ones that made it because of the way I carried myself and didn't pay no attention.
Was there a middle ground where like white and black people could be at?
Was there what?
Was there like a middle ground, like a safe space where white people and black people could be at, like a neutral zone?
Yeah. You did. We had like Rice Street, because a lot of them, you had a lot of the low income white people just as bad as you had low income black folks. The suburbs was like up around Grand Avenue on the other side of University, and at the time we couldn't go past Western, or we couldn't go past Dale Street or Lexington, and we couldn't go past University, and then we couldn't go past Grand. That was all Jewish and white and everything. That's the way they had it going for a minute. But we didn't care. We still step on crazy ground.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. And after a while, Martin Luther King and all of them got started, and everything way before that too. And when all that started going on, then it started hitting, Minnesota and stuff. They started the affirmative action and trying to get people, lower income people, to work just like the white people and stuff. It was a struggle, but we protested and everything, the Capitol, everywhere we go, and then it started changing. It changed through the 70s when you had your disco, and then the 80s, and now, you see more blacks on TV, more black women, especially women. I felt so sorry for the women because they couldn't make their own judgment. Oh, we men, you can't, you got to do as we say. No, that down, no. No, no. And the women got strong, and they start picking up, and look at them now.
What was your role in affirmative action?
What was my role in affirmative action?
Mm-hmm.
Helping black people, my brothers, my sisters, and all of them, black people, get jobs and quit being discriminated against and stuff. Open your mouth and speak up.
Did you have any interaction with the Black Panthers?
Yes. I had a few friends that was in the Black Panthers. Yes.
What were they like?
Black Panthers was like Martin Luther King and the Malcolm X and all them was trying to get the rights for the black man. It wasn't all that old slavery no more. We were trying to break that habit of thinking that black man would do nothing but shine the white man's shoes and stuff, and the black women work in their kitchen because their wives are too lazy to cook, or they didn't know how to cook. See, so we marched, we protested, and they were starting to get the message, even though a lot of our brothers and sisters was murdered all over the United States because they were Black Panthers. And we had to go through that and stuff, and Minnesota changed for good reason, which the NAACP came in and started using their law against him. You go to church on Sunday, and then they come out and wear a white hood on a Monday. See, stopping us from, you can't come across it. You can't come here. We don't have to serve you and all that. So black man started. We started protesting. We started just, terrorizing and stuff. We had to do what we had to do because, you can't come here. You can't come in this store. Your kids can't go to this school. Okay, fine. We're going to show you something. So when the NAACP came in and stuff, and we started fighting with the law and stuff, and they had to go in their pocket and pay for the devious things that they were doing. See, but yes, it was rough up here. Your grandma and her family, Doc, all of them, they lived out there on the other side of the university and stuff. They had to go through hell, but they fought back. See, that's the way it was rough from the time I was born all the way up to around 65 and 70. It started to change.